Welcome to Bachelor Recaps, Episode 2. I'm Bob, and here we go. As always, we're starting off with the rapid recap. So, Myles, start the clock, and here we go. Danielle and Raven got one-on-ones. Danielle L. had the physical chemistry, and Raven had a great conversation. Corinne had bad behavior on the group date. She was having none of it. She was super combative and willing to fight anyone. Christina tried to help her out. Christina's great. Vanessa called Danielle L. fake and also called Nick out for how he was behaving. Kind of called him a hoe. Taylor and Corinne went at it. They might fight. Brittany and Kristen both went home. They both gave exit interviews. Kristen kind of didn't hold together. Brittany, for most of it, she seemed like Bill Belichick after a loss, but then she broke down. All right, that was the rapid recap. As always, we have ScreenFellas head of video production, Myles.
Hey, guys.
We have intern Pete.
What's up?
And we're joined by a special guest this week, our boss, Carlos.
What's up,
Carlos,
boss?
Carlos, thanks for dressing up. He's the CEO of ScreenFellas, and he hosts the original podcast. He asked us to introduce him as founder, host, CEO, supreme leader of podcasts, lightning rod of entertainment, Carlos Chiriboga.
That's good.
Yeah.
Prestige.
The prestige.
It's a prestige
That being
position.
said, let's get into everyone's favorite game, Judge, Jury, Executioner. I've got these guys on the electric chair.
I'm nervous
and
this time.
unlike last time, we'll be keeping score because, as Corinne says, you play to win the game. All right, Raven and Vanessa both called Nick out for his behavior with Corinne in the bounce house, like grown adults. Who did it better and why? Carlos?
Vanessa, because that's the only one that I actually remember, so she obviously stood out.
All right, Peter?
Vanessa gave a more mature point. Raven's my girl, but she just kind of went for the low blow about the maturity level, which is totally true, but Vanessa was very much, so much more well-articulated. I'd have to go with Vanessa.
Okay. Myles?
How do I say this without offending someone? Vanessa has experience with the mentally ill, so she gave a very mature response. Not gay.
Because Nick is mentally.
I want to give you the point.
But you're going to
I
give
understand.
Calling special needs people mentally ill is not
it's
right.
the most polite
So
way to
Pete,
say it.
You get the point.
Yes!
Whose stock rose the most and whose fell the most?
Raven stock rose the most because she met his family.
Okay.
And she had that amazing moment at the end. They felt that connection. The one that went down the most is the Taylor. She annoyed everyone in the room that was watching it while we were watching
Fair
it.
enough.
So that's all.
Peter?
I'd have to say Krista, the dental hygienist. She got the rose on the group. Christina, yes.
Show some respect.
Yes.
I love you, Christina.
Well, she actually stood out. She's been mostly a silent sleeper. Like I said last episode,
Watch yourself.
she was not very prominent, but she actually got the rose on the group date. I think she rose a ton. Have to agree with Myles. Taylor, she's kind of annoying.
Carlos?
All right, I'm going to spin it a different way. I'm going to say
Spin zone.
Danielle L.
Ooh.
Because I think she's very she's kind of bland in a
Flash,
way.
no substance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I think that's kind of what I honestly don't think she's gonna win.
Oh, no.
But
Vanessa
I think
all the way.
she could easily be on the Bachelorette.
Ooh.
So
Hot
I
take for you
think
here.
in that way her stock rose.
Can I add something?
No.
Okay.
Carlos gets Raven and Danielle's one-on-ones, and tell me who had the better date. Talk amongst yourselves.
Raven. I'm all about the hashtag Team Raven, but I think hers was much more personal. They actually talked, and she was super honest about her past relationships. And who tells somebody that you beat up other people? That's
Which I will
domestic
go on record,
violence.
yet again, I'm not a domestic violence guy. I don't condone
So
it.
I feel like that was more a genuine interaction, which was pretty cool.
But Danielle and Nick have a physical connection.
But that's all it is.
Honestly, and this might be more of a reflection on Nick than on anything, but I don't think either of them really had much great chemistry with him.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. I guess I'd say Raven because
That's so
again,
Raven.
she met the family and everything.
Yeah.
So
For those of you ladies out there, Carlos is clearly a family guy. Carlos with the point. Running away with it on his debut. Did Raven beating up her boyfriend, once again, I'm not a domestic violence guy, Did that change how you see her? Pete?
No, I have respect for her. She stood her ground. She said, you know what? You committed a relationship to me, and now you're going back on that. I'm going to beat the tar out of you. I think if I cheated on somebody, I would want her to beat me up because I'm being such a ridiculous idiot. So, go Raven.
Definitely a hot take.
Hashtag good job.
Carlos?
I guess. I don't know. I'm not as obsessed with Raven as you guys seem to be.
You
so
guys.
Loser.
One of us dressed up.
So, I don't know. I guess it kind of made me think less of her just because it was such an extreme reaction. Like, I don't know.
Myles?
Raven is a strong, independent white woman. Everything about her. Her name is Raven. She beats up her boyfriends.
It's so Raven.
She's
Not
white.
their boyfriends, they're
She's white.
exes.
That impresses me
cheaters.
so much. That's so Raven. Okay? That's
That
all I have
was
to
a
say.
good-
You had
that
to
was a
throw
good-
that in there, didn't you?
Okay, I gave you that, so Pete with the point.
Yes! Oh!
Christina clearly has the biggest heart of anyone on the show. She's an amazing person. Lovely girl.
Your prompt, you assume you're talking for me. I don't think she has the biggest heart. Hashtag Raven.
No,
Definitely.
clearly has the biggest heart. That's what the producer put on the card. So it's a fact. Now this is a big question. This is gonna change the outcome of the show.
Okay.
Who do you take in a fight, Taylor or Corinne?
Corinne. Easy.
Corinne doesn't pull
Oh.
any punches. Taylor is soft.
And we know
No.
Corinne can be physical.
But
Yes.
no, but also she's such a baby. She doesn't do anything. She literally like complained about her hands like getting like something like because she was working with a shovel. If
Okay.
you give one good punch to her,
But-
she's gonna be so
Here's
shocked.
the thing. Okay,
But
Carlos
Corinne-
says she'll win, but don't you think she'll just have Raquel do the fight?
That's
for
what
her?
I was just about to say.
Raquel
Corinne-
would win.
Corinne
Hashtag free Raquel. This
doesn't
is not
do
good.
anything for herself, and she doesn't. She doesn't play cleanly. Let's say. All right.
That's
she,
true.
She plays to
She
win.
plays to win.
Exactly, and she's like the Patriots.
She'd bring a gun.
She'll cross the line if she has to win the game.
And I will add, I might need to cut this out, but if she has fake boobs, she could use those to fight back.
It's like a bulletproof vest. All right, so
Yeah.
Carlos
Minus
gets a
a point.
for saying tag team. Carlos and Pete reenact the exchange between Corinne and Taylor.
Oh, gosh.
Carlos, you're Corinne. Pete, you're Taylor. Go.
Wait, which exchange? I don't know.
You know the exchange.
Well, I just
pivotal one
wanted
at
to
the
talk to you because I don't think you're ready to marry a 36-year-old man.
I
Like-
don't know. I can't remember.
You don't think age has anything to do with it?
I don't think age has anything to do with
Well,
it.
it's not so much about age. It's about, like, maturity.
I am mature.
You have a nanny.
I don't know.
Nanny. Free Raquel. Hashtag free Raquel.
You run a multi-million-dollar
I
business.
run a multi-million-dollar
I don't
business.
appreciate you
I
calling
don't
me an
appreciate
idiot.
you calling me an idiot.
No, you time out. First of all, great. Carlos, you need a little bit of work on your lines. Clearly, Pete
Self-loathing.
got the points on that. We're going to throw this to Pete on the Street, where he talks to people about an important issue that a lot of people in the world need to hear about. When we come back, we'll settle the debate, Carlos or Pete. We'll be right back.
In the community, out to spread the word about the hashtag Free Raquel movement and how important this hostage situation is, and it must be resolved very soon with the support of we the people. So we're gonna be walking around here and attempting to get people to join our cause and raise awareness for this terrible misfortune. Hello, fellow students. Hello, ladies. Do you mind if I have a minute of your time? Do you guys have a moment to talk about a very important social issue? Down in Miami, we've got a hostage situation going on. Are you any of you guys aware of that? No. Yeah, I wasn't either until I watched the video. There's this 24-year-old who is holding an elderly woman in her house indefinitely. It's pretty discouraging. This girl has this nanny for all 24 years of her life. We don't think that Corinne should be able to get away with having a nanny at 24 years old. Have you heard about this?
That's what I thought you were talking about.
No. What? Tell us what you know.
She's on The Bachelor.
Yes, you're finally somebody that knows. I think the support in the streets are overwhelming, and it's just a good feeling right here to know that people of this nation, we the people, are standing against injustice. And through our social media platforms, the real us the real influence we have. We're taking a stand against all that is wrong with this world, including Corinne, mainly Corinne, and this hostage situation. So to my viewers at home, don't stop hashtagging Free Raquel. Stay strong, stick tuned for more updates, and we'll let you know how it goes. And thank you for your support. God bless America.
All right, Pete, great stuff.
Thank you,
Hashtag
thank you.
Free Raquel. Settle the tie between Pete and Carlos. Describe your perfect one-on-one date with Corinne. Go.
I personally, I'm on the Bob camp, but I think I'm a step further than Bob with his respect for Corinne, because I freaking love Corinne.
That's my guy.
She is awesome, and she is playing the long game, and it's brilliant.
That's why I like working for Carlos.
And I could just listen to her explain how she planned all this out and got everybody to turn on her, and kind of she could play up the victim to Nick, and it's just, I honestly believe her when she says she's a lot smarter than everybody thinks she is.
What a great
and that
date.
she even looks.
Would you like to describe your one-on-one, or take your chances with what you've just said?
I'm going to take my chance.
It's a bold
All right.
claim. Pete, you're playing from behind.
I take her. I say, Corinne, I really want to bring you into my life in a significant way. Let's go to visit my past. Just kind of like pull the Nick move. Go to the hometown. I'll take her to my preschool where I grew up, and I'll show her where I had nap time, and I will leave her there, and I will go home.
You'll leave her there.
And she'll be perfectly fine, because she's a baby!
All right, as judge and jury, I'm going to say Pete almost had it.
No!
Almost with the nap time comment, because she sleeps through
Yes!
everything.
It was perfect!
But Carlos's analysis of Corinne as a player, greatest scouting report I've heard since before Mel Kiper lost. Carlos gets the point. He's our winner of Judge, Jury, Executioner this week, and his prize is this bottle of glass cleaner. Here you go.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, we're going to need that back. All right, that's it for everything we have for you. Remember to follow us on everything at ScreenFellas. Check out Myles and my live tweets at Myles_Haruki and at bob.whitehouse89 if you want to check out Carlos ranting about the Golden Globes and stuff like that. Follow him at Cheery456. Don't forget to buy our shirts, Bachelor and otherwise, at society6.com/ScreenFellas. Don't forget, hashtag Eli on the Bachelor. That's it for us. Fire Goodell.
All on the sun. Oh no, we're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher.